this weekend there will be plenty of pink to go around. The third annual STEPPIN Out in Pink event going on tomorrow to help raise money for local breast cancer research. And in our In Search of today, we're catching up with one breast cancer survivor to hear her story and to see how the money raised at STEPPIN Out is making such a huge difference in this community. Take a look.
Bye. Have a good day.
2 years ago, Holman resident Christy Hemmersbach walked in the very first STEPPIN Out in Pink to support her family members who've battled breast cancer.
Otherwise, you'll be late for school.
She had no idea just a year later she'd be walking for herself.
I was laying in bed watching TV and I just happened to reach up and had an itch and felt the lump.
A few days later, Christy went to Gunderson Lutheran's breast center.
It was 2 doctors and then the surgeon came in and, they said it is a positive, you do have breast cancer, and that's where I kind of lost everything.
With a family history of the disease, this 30-year-old mother of 2 always knew she was at high risk. But even still,
I didn't think I'd get it this young. It is what it is, and yeah, I had my pity parties and cried and, small things, driving in the car, listening to a song, and somebody singing about, watching their kids grow up. That was my biggest fear, not being able to see my kids grow up.
Unfortunately, in younger women, breast cancer does tend to be more aggressive.
Being the age that I am and 2 children, I wanted to do the drastic possible, so I had a double mastectomy done.
Chemotherapy followed, and like most, Christy lost her hair, but not her fighting spirit.
She's been amazing. She comes in ready to do what she needs to do, not a complaint through all of her treatment. Of course, she had some hard times, like most people do, but feeling tired and worn out and sick and all of those things, she came in with a smile every time, and that was just amazing to me.
Christy credits Gunderson's Breast Center
And any coupons today.
and the support of her work family at Festival Foods for making this difficult battle bearable.
What can we do to help her? That's our first thought, is what is she going to need and what can we do for her?
Hi. How are you today? How are you? Good.
We've been a supporter of Stepping Out in Pink since it started, but with Christy having cancer last year, it's really hit close to home, and it's really picked up our effort to help out because it's one of our family that is ill. So
Christy will be back at STEPPIN Out this weekend with a very different outlook than she had 2 years ago.
You never know when it could affect yourself or a loved one. It's so out there, and it could strike home at any point in time. I mean, you pick and choose your battles. Life can be very short, and you don't know what tomorrow brings. And if the house isn't cleaned up today, it's going to be there tomorrow. And if it's not cleaned up tomorrow, it's going to be there the next day.
In Holman, Jennifer Livingston, News Channel 8. Just a quick update that Christy will have several years of follow-up checks, as all cancer patients do, but right now she's cancer-free and she's feeling good, so it's such a great story.
Great, yeah.